power for quite some time, this is what you do. You go to Harbor Freight, you buy yourself, this is a pure sine wave inverter. They might sell them at Harbor Freight. I got this a while back. You're going to get at least 600 watts for your fridge. Your refrigerator is going to be at least 600 watts peak. We got a couple of refrigerators. It'd be nice to get some lights on. We're going to hook it up to our car. So you go to Harbor Freight, you get your jumper cables there. There's the booster cables. We're going to cut the end of this off. We're going to attach it here. And we're going to hopefully wire up down there some circuits to our panel. So our panel's over here. We got some Romex. We got some extension cords. We got a couple of options we can do. Panel's in here. The first thing you need to do, this is a split bus panel. So what that means is this is going to be one leg. That's going to be the other leg. Right now the power is off in the house. I've got no other options for electricity. So we are relatively safe right now. But what we want to do is we want to make sure we get power off. So there's a 60 amp breaker. We're going to want to turn off our main. If you've got a newer panel, you can probably turn off your main. If you've got an older panel with like a 200 amp breaker, you're better off switching all your breakers off individually, because sometimes those bigger breakers don't like to turn on. This is a Home Depot fix. The larger breakers are a electrician fix. So you got to call an electrician to replace your main breaker. But we're going to throw that off. Let's see if it turns back on. It does. So we have good news. We're going to take our multimeter and verify what we think we know, being that one leg is here, one leg is there. We're going to verify to make sure that we got the panel off and make sure that we're safe. But we're not going to be backfeeding this panel. We're going to be backfeeding individual circuits. A lot of people make the mistake. They'll try to put a breaker in here. They're going to backfeed the whole panel. Power is going to turn on, and you're going to have some really crazy stuff happen. We're not going to do that. We're going to trace individual circuits to figure out what do we want to turn on, where my fridge is at, and things like that. And we're only going to hook up the circuits that we're interested in. That's the plan. So we're going to show you how to do that. I think it's this breaker, but I can't remember. We're going to start here. We've got our toner. We got some tools. Here we go. You can shine it over here. No, okay. Joshua Wilson wanted me to show you this tool belt here. This is a DeWalt tool belt. I stuck my Vito in this tool belt and absolutely loaded it to the teeth. We don't need a level. We don't need an extra pair of Kleins. We only need one razor knife. We're going to take out our other level and lighten the load of this. We're not going to use all of our channel locks. I'm going to put this on. Take that, strippers. Is it twisted?
Yeah, it is.
Is it still twisted?
I don't know.
Too right. It's
No.
It's not? Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
I love the low quality of the video. Welcome back 360.
So the quality is because we don't have internet technically. So
Poor Dallas got hammered today.
Dallas did get hammered. Okay. Let's get in this panel and see what we got. Multimeter is here. We already know power's off, but we want to make sure. So we're going to check. We can also do a continuity check, and we can verify that this wire here, in fact, goes up here, which it does, and does not go down here, but is directly connected here. So that kind of tells us that this is going to be our main breaker. Yeah, so we're going to leave it off for safety. And then I'm going to guess, I think it's this tandem. We'll pop this off. There's no way we can get shocked now because the electricity comes from this panel. So we're actually safer messing in this box right now than trying to backfeed this box. That's really important to know. We'll put our multimeter down. Let's get I think it's the bottom one. We're gonna try the bottom wire. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our toner, hook our red to this wire here. Go ahead and turn it on. Turn it to alternating like this. Turn our toner on. Now what's great about this toner is that it uses AAA batteries. So in the wild, it's kind of hard to find 9 volts when you're in the middle of nowhere. AAA's for the win. And you're going to see here, we're going to dial this in just like we always do. We're toning with this light here. You're going to see where we don't have that light on yet. Still don't have the light. Now we're getting a pulse of this light, but you're going to see if we connect this to an actual ground. They did not like that. I don't know why this says continuity. Probably because if I had to make a guess, I would guess because this surge breaker is probably somehow doing something with the ground. Let's try again. No, it's got continuity. I can't explain that. I don't know. Let's clip it directly to the ground up here. Could be because the neutral's going all the way back through the circuit. Oh man. I don't know why that is the way that is right now. I really don't. What do we do here? We're gonna tone without the black, I guess. I don't know. Try again. I don't have any explanation for that. I don't know. Interesting. We're just going to turn all the way up. That is so strange. Let's go in the kitchen. Just aim it down. I'll show the whole kitchen. Okay, I'm going to jumper the wires around. That does not act like that is my circuit in question. Let's do... Put that one back. Come on. That sounds terrible. Let's see what happens if we hit this to ground. Maybe it's just a weird circuit. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what circuit that goes to, but obviously it's not a very well wired circuit. That's all I can tell you about that. Maybe we got a short we don't know about. We'll have to check that out next. Okay, now we're turning with the light. So you can see where we're turning with the light. If I pull this ground off, you're going to see we're going to lose the light. Do you see the importance of getting a good ground? Watch, I do it again. I'm going to hit this to ground. And you get this light back. If I pull this ground off, you lose your ground. That's why you always tone with a known ground. If you're curious on whether you have a good ground or not, with the power on, you can check voltage to this ground. And if you get 120 volts, that's a good indicator that this is going to be a true ground. In this case, that last circuit, I don't know what the heck was going on with that thing. But in this case, we're looking good. So let's go see if we found our circuit. We did not find our circuit. Okay. Let's try. Let's put that back. Maybe it's this one. Why is it terrible? That one's shorted too, man. I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna make our job really hard. We're gonna do something I didn't really want to do. Dang, I didn't want to do this. We're gonna have to take a known power source like this here. And we're just gonna plug it in until we get voltage to figure out what circuit that is. So, there we go. There it is. It's in. We're going to get some kind of voltage detector, which I don't have in this pouch right now.
They just said, did you make a suicide cord?
Kind of. I gotta find something. I think it's out here somewhere because I couldn't really breathe around it. I wasn't sure. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah. I've got an extra one somewhere here.
Couldn't y'all test for continuity, or am I missing something?
The freaking everything's shorted out. We can check for continuity. I mean, we can. But if I can find my voltage detector, which I can't find, that's interesting.
It says, hey, Tactic, sorry I'm late. I was cutting more trees down in the backyard.
Nice. Is Rodney?
Mm-hmm.
That's two tools now. I can't find here. Okay, so we're going to take our voltage detector.
Big Red Farmer said that he's going because he has to mow the lawn now because it stopped raining and it's drying off now.
Voltage there. Don't have voltage there. Still don't have voltage there. We have power now in the house? No. We still don't have power.
Jonathan says, I hope he shut off the main breaker or you're going to barbecue a lineman.
No, we're working with branch circuits only. That's why we're working with branch right now. For that reason. That's a good observation. But we are only working on our local circuits.
Rodney, they're stir crazy, but they're doing good. Thanks for asking.
Oh my goodness.
He is his own electrician at Tools with Souls. Lack of power is a surprise. What in the flying J are you doing, sir?
I am trying to plug this into...
Have a good night, Big Red.
Come on, man.
Paul says the house may never have power again after this video.
Why won't I get power here, man? There should be voltage here. There should be voltage here.
What's the amperage on the panel?
Probably 125. I don't know what's going on with this wire. We're plugging it directly into this extension cord, just like any sensible person shouldn't. And I don't know. We got voltage here.
Is it too late to return the house for a refund?
We should be like well into that extension cord, and I'm not getting anything on that yet. I've got it down here. I'm having a really hard time tonight.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah. I flat out, I don't know. Let's see what I don't know. Nothing
Where did
really
you get that wire from?
operating right now. I need to flip that there.
Rodney says he gave himself a new nickname, the Energizer Turtle.
I got 17 volts there. That's kind of weird. What do we have on this output? Okay, we got 120 there, as we should. Okay. Man, we are plugged in all the way. We can't get any more plugged in with that. It just doesn't want to go, guys.
It says use a piece of 14-2 and wire nut it together.
I mean, I'm about to cut the cord on it, yeah, if I have to. I have a hard time believing that that won't plug in.
Is the neutral still connected? Somebody asked.
Yeah, but it shouldn't matter because it's going to sense hot just like it senses hot here. It doesn't need the neutral to sense hot. Like even that's hot because it's low voltage. This wire should make contact some way, somehow. It just doesn't want to do it.
You need the neutral for that circuit, is what Kyle's saying.
For a multimeter, yeah. And we do have the neutral for the circuit. It's in the extension cord, see?
They said make a hook on end.
I've never had this trouble like trying to rig something. Usually it just rigs like a good freaking wire. I don't know. This is starting to irritate me now.
Or it's going to bleed to the whole house and not output enough power.
I would still be able to read the hot. Let me go get the cord.
Joshua said there is nothing that anyone in this stream can say that will make me believe that. You okay? That doesn't sound good. He said that there's nothing that anyone in this stream can say that will make him believe that they know more than you do.
What was that?
Dad's dropping things. It's okay.
I'm trying to get a cord.
Scared you.
Okay.
The inverter might need a neutral so doesn't think it's shorted.
No. Look.
Follow the black
We're plugged in
wire
now. Keely now.
and find the white wire that paired with it.
There, finally, we're getting hot now.
Yay!
It just wouldn't plug into this damn cord. We're hot now. So now if we do that, well, let me unplug it first, right? There. Now we're good and rigged. And now we have voltage up here. We should have voltage up here. That is very interesting.
If he plugs the neutral in, I guarantee you will have voltage.
Yeah, we can try that. It's really trying not to do that. But we can do that. It's
It wasn't making contact.
we
Is
are
it
going
black
to
on
borrow-
ground?
We're gonna borrow this ground wire as the neutral. Because grounds and neutrals are the same in this panel. And
It says don't do that.
yeah, don't do this. Don't do this at home, guys. Unless you're home, of course.
It says $100 super chat if you lick the neutral.
Who said that? I'll lick that neutral right now.
Please don't.
It won't do anything. I'll
Call
touch the
W.
neutral. Look. Neutral's fine. Okay, so we got voltage here. Let's go see what we got.
Can you show us the wiring up close?
We do not have power yet. So we're going to go try another circuit.
Don't supply a circuit with voltage and not a neutral. Undo everything and start again.
Okay.
I'll double that, Paul. Oh, you're a naughty boy. Show the wiring up close, please.
Yeah, get closer with the wire.
I'm trying.
We're going to get some wiring nuts to keep that ground on there.
Who wired that panel? Looks terrible.
It's terrible.
Whoever had the house before us. This is not the work of him. That is a small air conditioner.
Okay, I think we're going to employ our daughter here. That's not grabbing.
I remember years ago somebody tripped a fuse and knocked power out on the East Coast.
Okay.
Just connect the key to the gizmo wop.
I need her.
Put a load on it and the neutral will be hot.
Yeah.
The serious question is, does the strip club have power?
Just sold? Mm-hmm. Of course it was.
Paul, time to pay up. Hiya, BWs. How you doing? Get some Wagos tactics. You like those better, Kansas says. Says the strip car has a backup generator. Black on ground. I don't even do wiring and that looks effed up. It was my nephew Thomas. He's very handy.
That's great.
If the strip club doesn't have power, they usually offer half off dances. You just don't know from who.
We're going to try this wire again.
It's not that bad. Doesn't electric work need to be inspected?
Not this.
Did
Here we go.
grandma's nephew wire that panel?
Let's go see. Probably power on the house somewhere.
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 It's the new way to play hide and seek.
No, there's no power. Where'd you get power from? Hey, we found the TV circuit. Okay.
Yay! TV!
Okay, mark that circuit. We want that one.
We need something to mark it with.
It's this one. I found it.
Yeah, but you said you need to mark it.
That's a
We
joke.
need oh,
It's right there.
sure. Whatever.
Okay. Next. Next circuit.
It says look for GFCI in the kitchen when tracing that circuit.
It's a good idea.
Thomas, stop doing everyone's wiring, please, man.
Okay. See. Let's see here. What do we got? It's not that circuit. Oh, we got the microwave. Okay, hang on.
Yay!
So we don't have the fridge yet. Okay, so that's the last circuit we want. Okay.
Now people are asking if the strip club has power.
Huh.
My phone has a flashlight, souls. The TV is most important. Why don't it need to be inspected?
This isn't. This is my house, man. This is we're just checking. We're just trying to get power on.
Says must have been those damn plumtricians.
Plumtricians.
Inspector won't inspect if they won't open the panel up, so it does not get inspected. What's the problem?
The problem is that we don't have power in our whole.
Yes, we're having a power
City.
outage right now.
Okay, let's try that. I heard a spark.
Ooh.
Hey, we got the fridge on.
Yay!
I thought that circuit was the fridge, but if it's not, that's fine by me.
No, it's not.
Okay, so we got power on. Okay, so that is a circuit that we want.
We need the other freezer.
Well, no, because yes, but no. We can easily just run a cord. We can do that.
Okay.
Something. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do.
Why doesn't it just take 2 extension cords with a surge protector and plug in whatever he needs?
Hey, I just remembered if the fridge has power, that means our bedroom has power.
That's so random.
Well, check it out.
At least we can reheat food, exactly.
No, you can't reheat food.
And
Okay,
the
so we're gonna turn off this light.
and the microwave.
Oh. Okay, so
If you don't isolate your neutrals, you're putting power back into the grid by hooking to the neutral bar. You never know, there could be a floating wire nut joint in the ceiling. That's a pain in the butt.
he's right. He's right. But we are gonna isolate our neutrals. That's why we're doing this live. So you have to do it properly. And safely. We're just trying to identify circuits right now.
It's easier to backfeed the panel. Once it's done, it's easier. It's easy forever.
Okay, so these 2 circuits here. This one's our TV, which is what we obviously need more than anything, right? This one's our refrigerator. Once we get that circuit up and running, we can run a cord to our other appliances inside. The next appliance that we kind of need is going to be this freezer out here. And that circuit is most likely going to be somewhere. One of these. So these get Legoed together. And we're gonna use this to find our neutral, which is, good Lord, this is a mess.
You got a question from Jonathan Knowles saying, are you a certified electrician? Have a question about solar.
Yeah, I'm a licensed electrician. I inspect solar probably 20 times a month, at least.
If you send power back to the grid via the neutral bar, start the counter and ask for a credit on your bill. You're welcome.
I think I'm just gonna take off the main.
TV, cable, internet, water pump, microwave, gas stove, or internet, you've got what you need. Fridge and freezer while you sleep. The power is back on at the... Let's see, TV is high priority. Where are y'all located? Let's go. The power is back on in the basement now, I can see. Is the weather bad? The weather isn't bad right now.
The weather is bad.
Why
So
do I see
Mr.
a
Tools with
fire?
Souls has a new toy that he wants to show you guys. So we're gonna get off of here pretty soon, but I did want to show you guys how to, trace your circuit or find your circuit and what we're trying to do here. So we're gonna go to wiring up the inverter. We found our circuits that we want to power. We're gonna go over here to the inverter and do something ghetto. So if you follow me to Ghettoville, that's where we're gonna be. Oh my goodness. First thing we gotta do here
He called me Mr. Tools with Souls.
is, what do we want to do? Do we want to just jumper this shit? Oh, that's terrible.
Have a kiddie pool to fill up for portable water and flushing toilets?
Nope.
Luckily, we still have water.
Yeah. We could just clamp onto here. What does that look like?
Dangerous.
But I got electrical tape. It'll be fine. Let's leave it on there. Are we gonna leave it on there?
So how many watts does it take to run your whole house from solar?
Well, a lot, right? You can't. You have to have a battery backup system to run your whole house because your batteries put off way more amperage than one single circuit. And if they're getting constantly charged, they're able to maintain that high amperage output to where you can actually run your stuff off of an inverter just like this. So what we're actually doing is we're going to take the car, essentially generator, we're going to take the car engine, we're going to clamp it to the battery in the car, and we're going to be able to cycle our refrigerators and stuff on for a couple hours. That way everything can get cold again to where we can unplug this in about 4 hours when we get ready to go to sleep. Because I don't want to run the truck for a long time overnight. So you got to have a battery system. There is not enough solar to just flat out run your house. That'd almost be impossible. You'd need a lot of freaking solar. And you're still going to have a battery regardless. Like, you're going to have to. You can't just run it straight on solar.
Do you have what's called a bluet?
Look how nice this looks.
Solar
A Blue
generator.
Ready? Yeah, that's what is that? Eco River over there. I think we're gonna do this. I'm not proud of it, but you know, we got some wood here. Just make us a little wood sandwich right there, right next to that nail. That nail will keep that wood still like that. Like this. And then we're going to get our, that bag behind you, please. We're doing our Harbor Freight electrical tape, FTW.
CG says, are you electrician?
Yeah.
You're going to burn up your alternator.
That is possible, because last time I did this, I ran it on a Tundra. But I don't think so, because we're only going to be running like 600 watts. This is the alternator. We're running straight off a battery. So, yeah, we could run with the alternator. Potentially. I don't think so. I think if you ran your stereo at 1,000 watts, right, on an amp, for 4 hours on a drive, it's kind of the same thing as running a 600 watt refrigerator for a couple hours, enough to let the compressor cycle a couple of times, and you know. So what we've done here, we've gotten our fuel for our future fire good and ready with the wood here.
Says how many years experience?
2007, so whatever that is.
What state are you licensed out of?
Texas. With a real license, not a Cracker Jack. Not a Cracker Jack one.
Soul says he is an electrician and he knows what he's doing.
I was like battery cables to an inverter. Oh man. We need more wood for safety. Can we? Some nails in it. Okay. Get a little isolator in here. You can do it.
You should install a general 26 kilowatt
Perfect.
backup generator.
There's our isolator. I don't want to fall on that in the middle of the night. Perfect. Okay, so we got our wood isolator. I don't feel like running Romex to this. It's already getting ghetto as it is. I think we're going to run an extension cord out of this, just like the good Lord intended. From here, like this, we are good and insulated here.
Can the inverter handle the inrush current from the refrigerator?
Yes, this can. This can handle the inrush of motors. So whenever the power went out and it was really cold, I temporarily rigged this thing up to my heater. So this thing will run, you know, a 5 amp fan. So what we got here is a very ghetto setup. Do not do this. We have bonded our grounds and neutrals together because this is our source, right? So if we do have a ground fault, our current can get back to the neutral, to get back to here, to get back to the fuse and blow this fuse. It's a 10 amp fuse. So we're running 20 amp wire on a cord. We're probably pushing maybe 15 amps max on a 20 amp cord. But we're protected with a 10 amp fuse here. And it's better than nothing. I could rig it to that temporary panel and be that much safer, but I think we're going to be okay here. So we've got our disconnect here. We're going to plug this in here. We don't have to take this off. And we're going to take our extension cord and we're going to wire it to this stuff over here.
Aiden just says, I'm going to sub to you, man. This is some great
I appreciate it, man. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. A lot of people's mistake, man, is thinking that the government or whoever that you depend on is going to be able to be, you know, there when you need them. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's just you and your family that you got to look out for. So you got to do what you got to do. You know, is this illegal? Like, should you be doing this? Not permanently, you know, but when they maintain my power and they can keep it on 24/7, 365, I'll have a different outlook. But my power's off right now and all my food is spoiling, you know? So this is what you got to do. Okay, I think we're better off. One more safety tip here, pretty important, right? If we were to put our splitter on after, so if we ran as far as we could with our 12 gauge cord and then we put the splitter on, we would be applying all of the loads that we put into this and outputting them here. So if we had a couple of 5 amp loads, we'd wind up with 15 amps once we got to this point here. Whereas if we put this on here now, the maximum amount of current that we're going to have on this short run, we're safer with more current on this shorter run than we are with more current on a longer run, if that makes sense. So we're going to run multiple cords to this versus putting this on a longer run first. If we had 10 gauge wire, like a cord with 10 gauge, we could probably do whatever we wanted to. If I ran Romex, we could definitely do whatever we wanted to. But this is a cord, and it's from Harbor Freight, and I don't trust it. So we're just going to run individual wires out, extension cords, and plug into what we got to plug into. That's what we're going to do. So
Jonathan said would have just made a Widowmaker cord, shut off the main breaker, and backfed the house through the dryer receptacle with a generator.
I've got a split bus panel, so I don't have a lot of faith in not finding my circuits individually. And as you saw, the tracer was acting weird on some circuits. So I don't have any regrets doing this as of right now.
CG said, are you a licensed electrician?
Yes.
Is the main breaker off?
It doesn't even matter. Yeah, the main breaker is off. It's right there. But it doesn't even matter because we're not even attached to anything that is even remotely attached to the grid.
Go rent a big enough generator and power your whole house.
We could do that.
Panel is nefarious.
There we go.
See, the generator needed fuel. He forgot to fill up before he went to Lowe's and got the materials. No, we actually had that.
We did have that. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Let's go turn on your truck. Let's take this cord here. Which one is it? We're gonna unplug this. We're gonna take this cord here.
You unplug that?
Yeah,
Hopefully the girls are good.
they're fine.
So what am I doing with this?
We're going to not show your license plate when we open the garage door.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
We're gonna plug in our garage door. We're gonna open the garage door.
Keys, I think, are inside.
Here, you wanna hold this right here? Yeet. Oh, it would be a Phillips, wouldn't it?
Scariest thing of the night. Okay, let's go start your truck. Bye, Joshua. Colin says, good old backbeat.
Get all back for you. Don't ask me why they put this. Like, you need a jump, so you also got to take your whole freaking air intake off. Like, come on.
You don't need to plug in the garage door. Just pull down the lock mechanism and open it by hand.
I wanted to show you guys the alternate source of power and that it could power a motor. We got a spark. I can hear it barking behind me. Oh, that does not want to stay on.
Was that power from your backup battery?
No. Okay, we're looking good on that. Let's go over here now.
Step on the thing that makes my car look pretty. I thought we had to turn it on.
What's wrong? So you when we started too. Okay, come over here. We turn it on.
I love my backup battery on my garage door opener. The wife has the audacity to complain that it was taking too long when we lost power last time.
Okay, give me that extension cord out of that EcoFlow. Pull out of the EcoFlow, please. Oh yeah, we got power. Okay, so we got to find the remote that tells me all the readouts and the outputs and stuff because the remote turns this thing on and off. I haven't seen that remote in 6 months, but I think I know where it is.
Truck will have about 45 amps for an output. Are you a red to red guy or a red to black guy?
I don't know. Red,
What-
red.
What type? It says, what kind of generator is it? I'm curious. You couldn't start it. What type of engine?
It's a Duramax generator.
How's
We bought it like 3 years ago. And like my door. It's a good door.
says what kind? Let's see. How's the fluid level on the car? That radiator is going to get a workout. What's the output on the EcoFlow? Does it have a sine wave or a step wave?
I don't know about the EcoFlow. What the I don't know if it's a pure sine wave or not. We need to plug this in and get it charging. USB. And then we can control this, and then we can actually get a readout, like a real-time readout on this of the actual usage. I'm glad I know where everything is. Should have some USBs on this thing.
The fuel jumped up in the carburetor. Take it off and clean it out.
That's probably what happened. Okay, check this out. So this is our readout here, right? We can turn it on or off. Power switching. Okay. That's the input battery right now, so we need to go start the truck. 0 volts, 0 hertz. That's a pure sine wave inverter, so we're not gonna get a. I'll draw the sine wave in a second, but instead of it being like squares, we're actually gonna get a nice sine, and that's gonna allow variable speed for some motors. So if you plug in a non-pure sine wave into some of these direct drive specialty for refrigerators and stuff, they don't like it at all. So you want to make sure that you've got a pure sine wave on your inverters for sure. Okay, what were we doing?
Oh man, said pure sine, sexy.
Okay, we're gonna take this. This is if this is a 12 gauge cord, I might run this out all the way. This looks like a 12 gauge cord. This is a 12 gauge because that's the 14 there. I can see the difference.
How long has the power been out? Since around noon today? Or earlier, probably.
We're plugged in now. Our refrigerator's on. What's beeping?
That thing?
What's it doing? Oh, it's working. It's saying to turn the truck on probably. Let's see. What does it say?
That thing.
It's not very happy. What do you want, sir? Should have a readout. What's it say?
Nothing's plugged to that. Why would it have any information on there?
Because we just plugged in the fridge.
Yeah, but nothing's plugged to this.
No, this is just charging.
Oh.
Go turn on. I don't know what you want. Hang on.
Not enough amps, somebody said.
Yeah, maybe, but I find that hard to believe. Go turn your truck on. Here, I'll hold this. You go turn your truck on. We'll probably have a lot of things on. I don't know.
Oh, I'll go around.
Oh. We plugged into the EcoWave, into the Eco River, without overloading it, and the Eco River is only 600 Yeah, see, it's not complaining. Eco River says we're pulling 577 watts and climbing. And it's going to give us 2 hours of run time. And this thing's only like 600 watts, I think, or maybe it's, I can't remember how many watts this is. This is a really nice machine though. But maybe because she didn't have the truck on. Let's see again. Hi. Oh no, it's good now. It's because the truck wasn't on. It knew that the source wasn't giving it enough power. So it wasn't going to run full. So now maybe it'll output something. I still don't get a good readout on that. Interesting. Usually you get a readout on this. We did just plug it in, so let's see. So our fridge should work because we're plugged into our branch circuits here. I'm going to show you how to check how much amperage you're actually pulling. Okay, so refrigerator is turning on. That's just barely cold enough to be acceptable. The butter did not melt, so that is a plus. We can leave this running for quite some time and let it kind of stabilize. Our security system is on the same circuit. We will go ahead and unplug that. And we want to do what we call load shed. So we want to get as much stuff off as we can as possible. That way we're not pulling too much current and putting too much strain on this thing. We're not plugged into this thing at all anymore. This is just charging this. So this is our output now. We usually get a screen there. I don't know why we don't get a screen. I know whenever I was plugged into here on my off-grid system that we would get a screen, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, power's on. Let me show you how to check for safety. Hold that, please. So we're going to take, this is called line splitter. Take our line splitter right here. We're going to plug it in down here, and we're going to get a clamp reading on this to see what the amperage is. But I need to get my multimeter, which is in this drawer over here.
We're being asked if we are on the Texas interconnection grid.
Yes.
They're telling us to check our radiator levels.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, that is not good because I don't know where that multimeter is.
Somebody said you should really go buy a pure sine wave inverter generator today. They'll use less fuel and are best for electronics.
They are sold out of the store. Crap. Is it in here or not? I can't see anything. See a multimeter in here? Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Okay. We're here to amps AC. We're going to take our inline splitter. Did I hand it to you? There it is. So this is a pure sine wave inverter. And we're going to see how many amps we're pulling. We're not even pulling an amp yet. Wait, hang on. 2.15, 2.16 amps total. So we can probably plug more stuff in. I think I'm going to plug in my router. We can show you what happens if we turn on the fan. So let's go over here. That thing's really important for like safety. So if you get one of these inline inverters, you'll know exactly what your circuit's doing and you'll make sure you don't overload it. And it helps selling customers. So if you're in someone's house and you're trying to show them like how much this fridge is pulling or how much these appliances are going to pull together to try to entice them to get the proper amount of circuits that they need for something, this will show them real time how much they need. We probably could just power this circuit.
The butter check. Don't drink the milk.
Don't drink the milk, yeah. So yeah, if we went to here, so now you can kind of see what's going on here. If we go to this one wire, we can see we have the same amount of amperage, 2 amps, 2.28 right there, right? If we go to this individual wire, 1 amp on this side, and if we go to this amp here, 1 amp on this side. And for anybody that tells you the neutrals are safe and they can't shock you, we've got the full load current on that neutral there. We need to hook up our ground because right now we're not really being safe. So we're going to unplug this now. That'll make the whole house safe again. And we're actually going to hook our ground right up to this neutral because this is the main panel. And we can do that. Let's see. That's never going anywhere. I think I feel pretty good about this one too. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Okay, I'd like to hook up more circuits because we're only pulling 2 amps, so we may as well. What I'd like to do is maybe hook up my air conditioner for just a fan, but I think I'm going to do that with just a receptacle inside the house. I got to get some airflow going for air circulation. I want to get my internet on, so I want to trace this circuit next. So now we can touch everything. We're going to go ahead and find that circuit next. Using the EcoFlow. Let's use the Eco to do it. Trying to think what we did last time we hit the neutral, didn't we? We used this to do it. Dang it. Okay. Well, let's do that then. That's a 30. Those are 20s. Those are 30s. That's a 20. What do we want to do? Might be easier to backfeed the cord, wouldn't it? Just backfeed it that way and then find the hot breaker. I don't want to take all this apart again. We can try tracing it, but everything in this panel is like stupid. Let's try it. We'll plug into the circuit in the room backwards. We'll just borrow some of this HDF cable. What are you saying?
All kinds of stuff.
Nice.
Did he just pull a Pokemon move? I choose you, Eco Worth. Wire a few pigtails.
Yeah, we're just gonna plug it in backwards and hope the power doesn't turn on in the process. Okay, let's do this. We need the light.
Got a lot of.
Oh, actually, all we have to do is find the garage circuit. All we have to do is find the garage circuit because the garage circuit is the internet circuit. That might be easier than I think. We can do that this way. Let's do this. Let's plug in this here like this. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the hot. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna short this like this. We're gonna do a hot to neutral short like this. Don't do this. So bad. Okay. We are good and shorted. Now we're gonna plug this in. Or we can just go to the panel and check. Let's just go to the panel and check.
Got a compliment on your tool pouch. It says, "Damn, the tool pouch looks sharp though."
Appreciate it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Main breaker's off. Let's see. We're probably gonna be reading through everything. Let's just go to a hot. Let's see. No. Okay. No. Yep. Nope. What is that circuit? That's gonna beep on that bus no matter what I do. Yeah.
Extension cord to the router easier? Question mark.
Possibly. Try to get that light on too. Kind of. I've got a freezer in the garage, so it'd be cool if we get the garage circuit on because that would be everything. We could do. The problem is it's such a pain to plug into tamper-proof stuff because you got to plug into both holes at the same time. So like, for example, if we want to plug into a tamper-proof, you got to plug both prongs in, then pull one prong out, and then plug. I'll show you. Let's do this.
Joshua's been here for 12 months.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, sir.
Are you wearing your new DeWalt tool belt?
Yep. I've actually had it for a while. I can't get it.
When your hair stands on end, you found the live.
Okay.
Where's a whiteboard when you need it?
There's just too much stuff connected to too much stuff. It's reading through a ballast or something. The hots and grounds are shorted together through something, a transformer. Sometimes the lighting will do that. I'm having a hard time tracing this without doing what we did before. So we might just have to make a suicide cord and backfeed the house. Don't really want to do that, but we can.
Pull the plate off the freezer outlet and break the daisy from the panel.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't want to.
Switch mode power supplies like to leak to ground.
Yeah. Okay, let's try to think how many receptacles, how many extension cords we have. We've got the main one. Do they still have one inside, or did I take it out? No, they still have one running inside. So that'll go for that outlet to the other freezer. We've got the fridge. We've got the living room outlet. We can go from the living room to the router. Maybe we do have enough cords, because I found one right here just now. I didn't know we had. So this little dinky thing, this is like 16 gauge, maybe even 18. This can go to the router. I think we got, I don't want to take apart the whole panel, guys. It's going to take me long enough to put it all back together, and it already looks like crap. Like, it's depressing having to put the same crap back. I think we're going to call it good. So, what we got, let's go ahead and get everything plugged in, and then we'll do an ultimate, amp draw to see what we wound up with. Let's plug it in here. And then we need, let's go. Let's go with the questionable, baby. Let's see. Which one's which? This is the one. Really good, yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay, that's one fridge.
Ooh.
So this gets plugged in. Does that mean we have power on this outlet? Do we have power on the outlets? No. Oh, the freaking front light, really? We probably don't have power on this back wall. There's probably no point in even trying.
Okay.
Let's get power. Is it dark? You can't see anything?
Not really.
Here's where we get a light. How many people?
125.
Let me get a light.
We have no idea when we're going to get our power back on.
Okay. We should be able to. Plug into this one here.
Mom,
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow no to that.
I don't know, baby.
I'm hungry.
Get some food, baby.
Okay.
Can you talk with me?
That
In just a minute.
we kind of need to get a voltage checker. What's this one?
I can't go away.
Can I have this?
I think so.
Right here.
No, that's connected
That's
to something.
that freezer anyway.
It's just plugged into this charging cord. Yes, baby. Okay, now it's available.
Okay, good. That's got to get plugged into the fridge here.
Yes, baby, right here.
Hey. Oh, didn't like that. I don't know if it likes that. It is not happy about that.
What'd you plug in?
Well, let me see. Nothing that should have overloaded it.
Okay, I'll tell him not yet.
It's kind of dealing with it. Okay, I think it equalized. Let's see. It seems like it gives us more power if we come off of these wires here. That freezer's on now. So we just got to plug into this receptacle here. All that stuff is on. Oh, that would do it.
What does the code book say on extension cords?
Nothing. It says nothing. We had a fan on, so we had a fan and some other lights on. So we had a fan and some other lights on in the other room. So we were probably drawing way too much.
Brake part cleaner works real well as a starting fluid.
Okay.
Code says leave loops in the walk path for safety, Kansas.
Oh, we got to turn off this backlight. Man, why is that on? It's the most random wiring in this house. Hey, turn that off. Yo, turn that off.
I did. It's upside.
What the heck is going on over there? What is that?
The light on the TV. It's strobing.
Why?
It doesn't like it. It's too much.
Turn that off.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I forgot where the switch was.
Okay, yeah. So that's thing on.
I wasn't turning it on. The light on the TV keeps going on and off. We need to turn the light off on the front porch.
Yeah, turn the light off on the front porch.
Keely, turn that light off, please.
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
can you do pie with me?
In just a minute.
Okay. We got all the fridges and freezers
If
on.
you never open the freezer and it is full, it will stay frozen for a few days. Once you open the door, you lost all the cold unless it's a chest. A freezer chest will keep cold for a long time.
Can you do pie?
Yes, baby, you can go.
But I want you to come.
Yes. Here, I need. Okay.
Okay. This should have been plugged in. Back up, dog.
No. Where's
I need
the...
to find my phone so I can get light
No.
for the bathroom.
Oh, red.
Oh my goodness.
Can you do red?
Of course, we should just go through this door. Why not? Actually, we should just plug it in right here. Wait, now I'm really confused. This thing's already plugged in. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're going this way. Okay. Back in the garage. And that thing seems to be happy, which is good. All right, let's do a final amperage check. With everything plugged in, set to amperage. We've got 1 amp, 1.10 amps, less than an amp. So probably with everything on, like the refrigerator and everything. Hang on. Yeah, total here we got 1 amp, 1.6 amps. I would say that is safe enough. What happened earlier while we were getting the weird beeps was because we had fans and stuff on in the house. So earlier, watch out, dog. It's not working. Earlier we had, all this stuff on. So we had this, and we had these lights on. And those right there, you can see where they're dimming. See where they're just not happy. You can hear it beeping. So that's what was going on there. We were just pulling too much load. Now we turned off the fan. We're no longer pulling that load. These lights will probably turn on now. Or not. Well, at this point, the safest thing to do is leave it unplugged now. There we go. Last thing we want to do is overload the circuit. Oh, our fan is on. That would also do it. So, Our light can probably stay on. Yeah, our light can be on. No, it can't. It doesn't like it. Okay, I hear you. Turning you off. Watch out, bud. Okay, internet should be on. Internet is not on. Why are you not on, sir? Because I don't know why. This cord should be on, which goes to this, which I thought went to that, but I don't even know anymore. I didn't like when we had the fans on, so let's see. Yeah, we're getting a kind of a warning. Pulling 9 amps. We're cycling right now. Let's turn that off for a second. Something's trying to turn on. I don't know if it's a fan or what it is. I'm gonna turn this back on. Five, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Something in the house is trying to turn on. That shouldn't be on. And now we gotta find it. Hey, something's trying to turn on the house. It shouldn't be on. It should be. Okay, so the fan's off. What else can be on? The fan is still on because it's stupid. Turn off, sir. Okay, fan is off now. There is no fan in here. Just in case the AC is trying to turn on. Light's pretty good. For 12 volts, it's pretty good. There we go. What else is on that I don't know about? There's no fans in there. Got the lights off there.
You want to turn off the alarm?
No, that's low wattage. Okay, that fixed it. It was a fan and something else. Okay, so go back to our inline inverter, our inline splitter. We're less than an amp right now. I'm gonna turn it off to make sure we're on the right setting. We'll turn it back on. Okay, we're chilling at less than an amp again. So we were fluctuating like almost 10 amps. I know you guys like my my insulator there. Okay, we're back. It was switching over to our internet. Okay, so that'll do. Each extension short adds voltage drop. Yeah, that's how we're monitoring it here. What are we at? 2 amps. I think it's all the compressors cycling. Because we got 3 fridges, yeah. Yeah, I know. It does not like this fridge with it. This fridge here.
on there.
It's staying on there.
The fridges, yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to take turns with the fridges. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take turns with the fridge. Each fridge is pulling about 600 watts each, which is about, call it 2.5 to 3 amps every time the compressor turns on. So yeah, exactly. You gotta unplug two and just switch them out. Yeah, exactly. That's what we gotta do. So
Is there a way to turn off the ice maker? Can you do that?
it's okay. We'll just cycle them out. Yep, that's what we gotta do. So each fridge was pulling about 3 amps each. With the other circuits, we're pulling right at about 10 amps. Just keep the beer fridge on. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that reminds me, the beer fridge might be on. Hang on. Is the beer fridge on?
The big fridge is on.
What about the beer fridge?
No. It'll be lit up.
Okay, beer fridge is. Oh, you know what that means? We're going to have to drink all this beer.
Probably in the next 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay, we're looking good now.
It's already 9 o'clock.
Yep, I bet. How's Copper's doing good, man? Okay. Well, there you go. There's if you missed the beginning of this, we did some pretty awesome. We got the Harbor Freight duct tape with the alligator clamp hooked up to the